And going through the shelter system and the homeless situation, I've also been struggling with hunger issues as well. Even though we do get food stamps, it's not enough. So I have to take time out of my busy schedule to make sure I go to food pantries and get food for me and my kids. I have to make sure that we have food in our mouths. So it's not the easiest thing as a single mother.
My mom was a student when I was little so that she could become a nurse. But she was also super embarrassed to go and pick up welfare checks, so. But like, I see my mother as just like a warrior. There are so many people who are working so hard and they don't have enough.
Back when I didn't have benefits, I could really make a pound of spaghetti go a long way. And at times it was like, is it worth it? I mean, seriously, but you have to eat, I mean, if you're not, you have to eat. And so it was like, stretch it as much as you can.
Hunger is a procession of empty-handed fireflies banging against the hollow walls of the stomach. It's children with restless eyes who speak and crumbles to view. It's children whose insides mimic the sound of metropolitan trains flushing themselves through unforgiving cities. When a child goes to bed hungry, is he then invited to the American dream? When he wakes up to a world that has forgotten to invite him to the table, does it brittle the bones, fragile the frame? Have you ever watched a hungry boy move? Were you haunted by his still? Have you listened to his song? Was it riddled in worry and wonder? Do you hear the solemn of the sound? Do you hear the survival in the story? The dignity still in the man who stretched last week's spaghetti into tonight's supper. There is a dad who will only have enough food for his babies, knowing that his pain, be it not their own, will fill him. 1 in 6 Americans will walk this land of plenty with a sadness rotting in their gut, staring at a people with greed bursting from their bellies, and they will still find enough courage to ask for help, enough humility to be thankful for the leftovers. 1 in 6 Americans are left over and behind. The face of hunger is not the face of failure, but the face of trying. Access for all means placing dignity back into the home, means releasing the chains of embarrassment on the boy. It's not having to apologize to your own children about who you are and what you do not have. It's a chance to make the most out of all rich ingredients that make up this here garden.